Welcome to Fight Club 24/7. My name's Johnny Rashman. Right, let's get straight into it. Tomorrow night, Alexander Usyk defends his unified heavyweight world titles against Daniel Dubois. Interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Now, there's a lot of people out there saying it's a knockover job for Usyk. It'll last a few rounds. It's an easy fight. Listen, we wouldn't be tuning in and watching it if that was the case. If it was just a complete knockover job, we wouldn't be excited for it. The moment it was announced, I said, it's an interesting fight. Daniel Dubois is young. He's a natural heavyweight. He has that confidence. That's a big thing. He has that confidence to go in there and land those right hands. And if he hits you on the chin, I don't care who you are, he'll put you to sleep. However, we know it's we know it's easier said than done when you're fighting Usyk. Right, you would have seen a lot of predictions from people in the boxing world, fighters, trainers, media outlets, and we're all saying the same thing. Right, Daniel Dubois has got to go out there early and he's got to put Usyk away. Right, it's not a 12-round fight for him. He's got to go in there and use his natural heavyweight frame and bully this man. Right, but there's a little bit more to it than that. Right, the body shots, that's a key thing for Dubois. We all know he can bang to the body, and Usyk has shown a little bit of vulnerabilities in the past. He has. AJ did hurt him to the body, right, and others have hurt him in the past. Dubois has got a very good left hook to the body, and if he hits you on it, he'll hurt you. I don't care who you are, it will stop you in your tracks. But what he needs to do, the moment that bell goes, he needs to go to the centre, right, and he needs to use everything. I'm talking about elbows, hands, shoulders, breathing on him, leaning on him, everything to make Usyk feel his heavyweight frame. Right? Now, you can't just headhunt. You can't just say, try and land the right hand to the head or try and go to the body. You can't do that. You need to hit anything, whether it's elbows, whether it's the side of the stomach, whether it's the side of the face, whether it's a shoulder, whatever it is, you need to hit. Right? You can't look to headhunt. You can't even look to try and precisely go to the body. You just need to throw and throw and throw, and hopefully the openings come. Right? You just need to, that's what Daniel Dubois needs to do. He needs to shoot his bolt, right? He needs to go for it. Now, he's looking thinner because when you fight Usyk, you have to be prepared for a 12-round fight. The likelihood is it's going to go 12 rounds unless you don't get stopped by him. He's a kind of fighter that don't really get stopped, does he? Right? So you have to be prepared for that. But Dubois will know he needs to go in there and he needs to get this man out of there within the first 6 rounds, because if he doesn't, he's in trouble later on in the fight. Right? Usyk, it's not just the movement, the feinting, the touching, it's the mental pressure he puts on you. He's never static. You're always thinking. You could see it with AJ, you could see it with other opponents there. You're just thinking all the time. You don't know what he's going to do. Is he stepping backwards? Is he going to counter punch? Is he going to pivot? Is he going to slip? Is he going to roll? Is he going to double jab? What is he going to do? That's the problem when you fight this man. Usyk is an absolute wizard. He's an absolute wizard. I love watching him. He's just one of the best fighters. One of the best, if not the best. And I'm talking about from a pure technical point of view. To ever put the gloves on, he's that good. If you could invent a style that's an absolute nightmare for you, it's this bloke. Southpaw, small, low centre of gravity. He's just a nightmare to fight. But he's not a natural heavyweight, and Dubois is. And I know he got beat by Joyce, and I know he had he struggled in his last fight. Right, he was on the verge of being stopped, wasn't he? Right, we know that, but he still has that youthful, that confidence. He looks confident. It's not been beat out of him. Where AJ is rebuilding. He's not damaged goods, but he's rebuilding. Dubois isn't. He has that confidence. He'll go in there looking to land those bombs. And I'm telling you, I think he might hurt Usyk at some point. I think it's really interesting the first 4 or 5 rounds. I really do. He can't let Usyk dictate the pace. He can't. He can't get in the middle of that ring and then think, I don't know what I'm doing here. There is no tomorrow. Daniel Dubois needs to just go in there and let it all out and be prepared to get knocked out. That's a key. You have to be prepared to be stopped against Usyk. I love AJ, but he was cautious, wasn't he? Right? He has been cautious since the Ruiz fight. He doesn't want to get stopped. Dubois has to get that out of his mind. He has to realise, I might get stopped here, right? That might happen, but I'm prepared to walk through fire. I'm going to go through hell to land my punches. That's the mentality. He needs that dog mentality, that ferocious puncher. He needs to get in there and use it and just let this man feel the big frame. Lean on him, breathe on him. As I say, don't just headhunt, right? Don't just go to the body. Hit the shoulders. Canelo does that. He'll bang you to the shoulders and shoulders till eventually there's an opening there or there's an opening there, right? That's what he needs to do. My prediction. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I believe Usyk will stop Dubois past the 7th round, 8, 9, 10. I think it'll be more exciting than what people think. I'm looking forward to see if Dubois can land the bombs, because if he does, I don't care who you are, he could stop Usyk. He can. And I think it'll be quite exciting for the first few rounds, and I think he will land a few shots and people will be thinking, I didn't expect this. But ultimately, I think Usyk will download the data. We use that word a lot, but he'll download the data, won't he? You know, there's some of his fights, and I've been guilty in the past. Tony Bellew, I love Tony Bellew, and Tony Bellew did really well in those first 6 rounds. He did. He was out jobbing him. But when you look back, part of me now thinks Usyk was just waiting for him to get tired and for him to for the openings to come. And I think that's what will happen. I think he'll take a few shots and he will assess what's going on. He might lose a few rounds and it'll be close, but as the rounds go on and the pressures get into to Dubois and the punch output, I think it'll overwhelm him, and I can see a late stoppage for Usyk. But I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. I just love watching Usyk fight. All the nonsense with Fury fighting Ngannou and all that crap. Like, I just want to see a real heavyweight, the heavyweight champion of the world. He will fight anyone. Not who says he'll fight anyone, but will outprice you and wants 200 million to fight. No, he will defend his belts like a fighter, like a man. I'm not saying Tyson Fury isn't a man, right? I love Tyson Fury, but he will defend his belts, right? And I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you think. Can Daniel Dubois cause the upset? Will Usyk take him out? Like, comment, subscribe, let me know.